Okay, because it's very easy to just let life take over. It's very easy. This is the easiest thing to do. That's why a lot of people don't live to their full potential. Because they say, I don't have the time. Of course you don't. Nobody has. So that's why it's very important to be aware of these little things. And that's the same feeling that you have when you're at the day job and you feel inspired. And you say, like, when I go home, I'm going to write this piece of music, this idea that I have, or I already started working on a track yesterday. And as soon as I get home, I'm going to get down to it. And then when you get home after commuting, the energy is gone. You've been beaten up by life. Because it's gone. Now you're tired. You've been commuted for like an hour or so to get home. By the time you turn on your gear and everything, it's late, man. You just want to chill out. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to start this YouTube video with one of the cardinal sins of YouTube, which is, hello, friends. I haven't uploaded for some time because this in the YouTube world is considered a sin and you shouldn't do it. Now, most of you are not YouTubers, so you don't upload YouTube videos. Now, what does this have to do with music licensing? Now, let me tell you a quick story. I've been quite inactive for the last 2 days and maybe a little bit more. No, I'm lying. Like, the last time I had my studio open was on Thursday when I was recording my podcast. Latest episode of my podcast, which is live already. And for the last 2 days, 2.5 days really, my wife has been putting me on a on a tight leash and really just been taking care of a lot of new furniture that she has bought online, of course, because nowadays you cannot buy anything in a real shop. So we've been getting all these deliveries with new furniture for the living room. Our living room looks quite nice now, but it's been a really hectic last 2 days. Today we're expecting a new cooker for the kitchen. So it's all of these things happening inside the house. We're like revamping the home, if you will. And obviously the very first day I said, like, okay, I'm not going to do much work today. I'm not going to be doing music. I'm not going to be doing YouTube videos either. So I said I can deal with one day, I guess. And the only thing I had on my plate was to record my podcast, which I love to do, by the way. And I do that very early in the morning with my coffee. It's kind of like a radio show. That's the way I see it for myself. And I really enjoy doing this thing. The same is with my YouTube videos. I just love to do them. And I love to do my music. I mean, what I do is that my day job is composing music and selling it on royalty-free library. That's my day job. That's my main priority. Now, on the other side, I have my educational business, which with my courses. And I gotta say that lately, because it has grown so much, it's almost like 2 day jobs, if you will. And I love it because the amount of people that I've been helping, the amount of composers and musicians that I've met, okay, with my online courses, it's just, I feel blessed, And it's been an amazing journey for me as not only as a musician, as a content creator, but as an educator as well. There's nothing better to see somebody else having success. So when my wife says to me, hey, we are expecting all this furniture for the living room and we need to get rid of the old ones, can we be in that mode, a family revamp? And the kids are around, by the way. The kids are always active on top of us. And I said, okay, no problem. I can take a day off. Listen, I can take a whole week off. I could take 2 weeks off without doing any music, any YouTube videos, no podcast. My main responsibility will be to my students. I cannot really disconnect from that because I'm always available for my students via email, and I always have a coaching call. So that takes a very full front of responsibility because I need to be available for them, and I want to. If you come in touch, if you come in contact with any of my students, they can tell you that I do answer to emails pretty immediately. It's almost immediate, and I'm really on there because there's nothing worse than contacting somebody and then you don't get a response, especially when you are enrolled in an online course. And I'm always very responsible in that sense. And because of what I do, because I work for myself for such a long time, I know that I have a responsibility to others, but to myself as well. But here's the thing, and this is the point of this video, that when you stop doing something, the very first day you say like, oh yeah, it's okay. No biggie. Anybody can take a day off. Of course you can. I'm not saying no. But I'm talking about the mindset again. So the second day, it might be like, life happened, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. Now we have to throw away the old furniture or do this, do that. Next thing you know, the day has passed by and you're not doing anything. You haven't accomplished anything of your work. No biggie. Third day, you know, and then it becomes this mountain, this impossible task to do, to get back on track. And I know that this has to do with the mindset, and this is what I want to get to here. You have a responsibility to yourself that regardless of where you are, regardless of your responsibility when it comes down to day jobs, family, you might be a student, you might be going to university or college or whatever, you know. You have other responsibilities apart from doing music. You have other responsibilities apart from recording, composing, mixing, and uploading, okay? That's totally understandable. Yes, it's a challenge to create anything at home. And the trick is that if you're locked at home because of a lockdown or whatever, and you're just watching TV, daytime TV, and chilling out, that's even worse. That's why I really advise people to get busy, whatever time you have available, whatever time, okay? And get your mind back on track and say, hey, I've been not doing this for some time. I really need to step up and do it here. I only have half an hour. This is what I'm going to be doing. And for example, I'm doing this video right here, right now, in the car, because I said to my wife, I don't want to go to a supermarket. I'm not in the mood for shopping. And I said, I have maybe 10 minutes to record a video here in the car and just vent, if you will, if you can call this a video of venting or just, you know, by me talking to this video to you is a way of talking to a friend. It's like I'm here having a conversation with a friend here in the car, talking about this same topic that I'm talking to you, okay? So I don't feel like I'm venting. I just feel like I'm communicating with you. And I'm doing this video on my phone. And you know, and my point is that I'm human like you. You know, life happens. We get all very busy. I want to keep on top of things. And my responsibility is with myself. Okay? So I try to keep these things in place for myself because I know how easy it is to just go on the other side and say, I'm going to go and take the road that is the easy way, you know. And I want to be somebody that is responsible for everything and take action and say, okay, I've been off for the next, and it's not off. Life has happened for the last 2 days, and I can see building it up inside of me, you know. I can see it. I can feel it in my gut. And that's the same feeling that you have when you're at your day job and you feel inspired. You say, like, when I go home, I'm going to write this piece of music, this idea that I have. Or I already started working on a track yesterday. And as soon as I get home, I'm going to get down to it. And then when you get home after commuting, okay, the energy is gone. You've been beaten up by life because it's gone. Now you're tired. You've been commuted for like an hour or so to get home. By the time you turn on your gear and everything, it's late, man. You just want to chill out. You're tired. You're only human. But that feeling slowly, if you do that once, you go through that process once, twice, 3 times, then it becomes a habit. And that thing starts to grow inside of you. And that thing is eating you up, saying like, you know, I should do my music, you know. And I take it very seriously. And I don't blame anybody. That's the whole message of this video. I'm not blaming my wife. I'm not blaming the furniture, which I love, by the way. I'm not blaming the cooker that we're going to receive today. And I'm not even blaming myself. But I'm just saying that this is life as it's happening. And by me sharing this with you, you can see that I'm human. You're human. We're all going through this in the same way, but in a different reality. And how can we keep ourselves in track and say, hey, how can we feel better? Because I want to feel better. So when I go home, I'm going to drop the shopping. We're going to go and collect some more oranges from our farmer friends. I've done another video about this. And then we're going to go home, have some lunch, expect somebody to go and pick up the cooker, and then bring the new cooker inside. It's going to be a lot of cleaning. The kids are crying, nah. But then I feel okay because I've done my video. And I'm actually going to work on some music later on tonight as well, because I have a few tracks that I'm working on, and I just need to do that. I just feel like this is my time, okay? And it's the same with this video that I'm recording right here. 10 minutes is all I need to just talk to you guys. It's like I'm talking to a friend here in the car, you know, and just talking about this and say, can you believe this? You know, this is what happens in life, you know. So if you want to do something, you have to find the time. Just to be careful not to just postpone these things for much longer that they need to be postponed. The more you postpone things and let life get into it, the harder it's going to be for you to take ownership and control. That's the message of this video. But the more you let these type of things like slip, you know, in your life, the less active you're going to be about your dreams and in the purpose and your responsibilities. Okay. And this can apply to your music making. Okay. Because it's very easy to just let life take over. It's very easy. This is the easiest thing to do. That's why a lot of people don't live to their full potential. Because they say, I don't have the time. Of course you don't. Nobody has. So that's why it's very important to be aware of these little things. And for me, it's just like, I can take control right now. And I said to my wife, listen, you go inside to the supermarket with the kids. I just need to talk to my friend here, to my imaginary friend, the camera. And I know that you guys are going to be listening. Okay, so I'm really blessed for that. I really don't take you guys for granted. All right, these videos are really important for me. And I hope they're important for you. Okay. So it's really, really important for me. I hope wherever you are in the world, you're doing great. I hope wherever you are, you're doing fantastic. I hope that you're being responsible with your music. Keeping a schedule is essential. Make sure that even if you have 10 minutes, half an hour, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that that's your time. Nobody else's. Okay? I hope you're doing well. I'll see you in another video. Rock and roll. And here's to your success.